Greetings. This is N8QE, and my name is Bob. Welcome to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net here on the K8IV repeater system. I will be using the club call K8BF for the net. This repeater system also accepts inputs from Echolink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater receiver is located in Sugarbush Knolls with a PL tone of 118.8 plus Echolink through the K8BF-L Echolink node. I'll be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into this net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member to PCARS to check in and say hello. Everyone is welcome. PCARS meets the second Monday of each month at 7 p.m. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. The post is located at 1945 Mogador Road. We look forward to seeing you there. Also, a Zoom link will be sent out by QST and is available for those who can't attend in person. PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet at the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for Echolink check-ins, since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your name, location, and call sign. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware that the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout. All right, I'm ready to start, and I'm going to go to Echolink. And first up for tonight is Gary, WB2RPW. Go ahead, Gary. Seems to have something going on with Echolink. Bob Warner, you're flashing on and off, on and off, on and off. And there's something going on with Echolink, and all I see is Bob Warner trying to activate, but it's not working. Everybody on Echolink, I advise you to log out, log out. Warner, you're not hitting. You're on and then you're off. Now you stopped. I hope this is going to fix it. Hold on. Try Karen, WD8BF BIW. Go ahead, Karen. Can you work Echolink tonight?
Hi, this is Karen, WG8BIW in Uniontown. Just want to say good evening to everybody. And not a whole lot going on here. Just wanted to remind everybody of the Hamfest next weekend. And we'll probably be on Thursday, so I don't know if we'll be on here next Thursday or not, because we'll be down in Dayton. Hopefully the weather will be nice the whole weekend, and hope to see a lot of people there. And that's about all I have, and back to the net.
Hi, Karen. Yeah, I hope to see you there at Hamvention. I know I'm planning on being there for the 3 days. All right, next up, I've got Bob, WB8OVQ. Go ahead, Bob.
VQ in Uniontown. Well, just as Karen said, we're kind of getting excited about next weekend. Hopefully the weather will be reasonable. And that's about all I got. Hopefully we'll have our annual PCARS picture taken. I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's about all I got. Hopefully we'll see you all next weekend. This is WB8OVQ, back to the net.
Bob, thanks for checking in. Next, I've got Eric, KF8CUA. Go ahead, Garrett. Give us your location and any comments you might have for the net. I can see you on Echolink. Go ahead with your comments, KF8CUA. Eric has disappeared, so I'm going to move on to Stephen, KD9ZDY. Stephen, give us your location and go ahead with any comments.
Hi, this is Stephen calling in from Chicago, Illinois. That's KD9ZDY. I'm traveling right now, but thought I'd check in and see how everybody was doing. I had a great time at the New England and other area QSO party this past weekend, and I'll be traveling, so I won't be able to make the Hamfest for the next meeting, but I should be back for club activities by the end of May. So back to net, KD9ZDY. Thank you.
All right, very good, Stephen, and it was good to see you there at the contest at the club site last weekend. All right, I see Eric is back, KF8CUA. Eric, you want to try again?
Yeah, hi, good evening, everyone. This is KF8CUA Eric in Stowe. Just checking in here and trying to make Echolink work. But looking forward to Hamvention and back to that, KF8CUA.
Got you, Eric, and looking forward to Hamvention as well. All right, that takes me through everybody that's on Echolink. So next up, I've got anyone with announcements or officers with news for the club or for the net. Please call me now. I'm not hearing anyone, so I'm going to go through the announcement as I know them. And if somebody else has some more, they can always chime in a little bit later. Of course, our May meeting is coming this Monday, May 12th, 7 p.m. at the American Legion Hall. Mike, N8WCP, is going to give us a thorough understanding of the mark system that most of the counties have converted over to. Of course, Hamvention is next week on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Hope to see everybody there. I will be there manning the QCWA booth in Tesla building near the ARRL, so stop by and see me if you can. The FlexNet is going to be next Wednesday on the 14th. Watch for a QSD from K8CAV for that. And, of course, the POTOSIG is next Tuesday, the 13th, at 7 p.m. at the club site. Again, look for information in a QSD to come out on that. All right, that's all the information that I have at this time. So now I'm going to go to RF check-ins. Please call me now.
K8BF, this is WB8LCD, Tom in Sugarbush Knolls.
WB8LCD, Tom there in Sugarbush Knolls. Go ahead, Tom, with any comments you might have.
All right, thank you, Bob, and thank you for doing the net here tonight. And I've also got KD8LIR in the sidecar here. Yeah, she says hi.
Have a good weekend.
I am looking forward to Hamvention. It's one of the things I look forward to every year, and I think this year is going to be as good or better than ever. At least I hope so. At least I hope it is for me. Opinions vary, I get that. But if you have never been to Hamvention, you really need to get it on your list. The fact that we have this right in our backyard is just an incredible asset to amateur radio in Ohio and our area. It's just really good. But anyhow, beyond that, tonight my lawn got mowed for the second time, and what a mess it looks like now. But hopefully it'll be able to dry out a little bit more now, and then we can get the cuttings up and dress it up a little bit more and make it look good. But just was a long afternoon working on that. So that's it from Sugarbush Knolls, or at least my end of Sugarbush Knolls. And I'll say 7-3, and I really hope to see you out there at Hamvention. I hope we all get our picture took together, and I hope someone goes to the bother to put all 20 years worth of Hamvention pictures together and make it available to us, because that sounds kind of neat. This is WB8LCD 7-3, back to net.
All right, Tom, thanks for checking in, and of course I'll see you at Hamvention. All right, looking for another check-in, please call K8BF.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Bravo Alpha, Ken in Ravenna.
All right, KD8, OBA, Ken there in Ravenna. Come back and give us your comments.
Okay, well, first of all, I hope everybody's staying dry. I know it's been pretty wet the last while back, but I've been doing my POTA. The last couple of weeks I've been using a vertical antenna. And I put out 12, 21-foot radials. And I've been seeing this POTA performer thing on the YouTube, and I just kept passing it up and passing it up. Today I just kind of settled down there and I watched the video on it, and I sat there and I said, that sounds pretty interesting. So I got an old tripod for a camera, and I put a mirror mount on it. So tomorrow I got to get a converter to 10 or M10 thread, but I'm going to try it out. I got to make a couple of linked radials. That's all I got to do. They're raised radials, and we're going to see how this thing works. So looking forward to trying that out and seeing how it goes. Other than that, everything's good. I haven't mowed my yard yet. I'm about ready to. The first little bit of it needs mowed. So anyway, before I time out, I'll let it go. You guys, everybody have a good weekend, and everybody take care. K8BF, back to net.
All right, Ken, very good. I did cut my grass today. Actually, I double cut it. I cut it once. I raked up the clumps, and then I cut it a second time. But it's just growing like crazy with all this warm, humid weather that we've had of late, and it really is. All right, so let's move on. Looking for another check-in for K8BF and the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Net.
K8BF, this is November 8, Sierra Kilo November at 8 SKN. Bob on the west side of Sugarbush Knolls.
All right, Bob, got you there. Go ahead with your comments. N8SKN.
K8BF, this is N8SKN. Good evening, everybody. Bob, thanks for running the net tonight. And don't really have much going on here. Just looking forward to what looks like it's going to be a dry weekend. I saw on the news, I didn't know when the time frame started, but we've had like 2 dry weekends, I think maybe since the beginning of the year. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. So just sit here looking forward to some dry weather and maybe get some motorcycle riding in. So with that, I'm just going to wrap it up. K8BF, this is N8SKN 73, everybody.
Hey, Bob, thanks for checking in. Everybody's got lawn issues. I did spend some of my day today working 6 meters. 6 meters the last 2 days has just been outstanding, absolutely outstanding, with openings all over the United States and even into Fiji and Mexico. So it's really been wonderful. And you can tell when 6 meters opens in the spring, it gets to be a lot of fun. All right, next, looking for another check-in, call K8BF.
W8KNO, Joe in Hiram.
W8KNO, Joe, they're in Hiram. Come on back, give us your comments.
I'll continue the comments on the lawn. I've mowed mine 4 times already, and I have a little swell on the north side of the property, and I now have about 6-foot swath that I can't mow. I had my mower out, and as I was going down, the tires just spun, and it sort of ripped it up, so now I have to let it dry out. But and then I have, other than the front, the side, and the back, it's nearly knee-deep. So luckily I have a rear discharge, and it chops it up real well and spreads it out, so I don't have to rake it. So anyway, other than that, this weekend I think I'm going to play in the Canadian Prairie QSO party, and that should be a lot of fun. And other than that, I've been listening on the bands when I get a chance. So with that, back to you, Bob. K8BF, W8KNO.
All right, Joe, very good. And, contest. And last weekend there at the club site, the 7QP and North New England QSO party contest, they were really fun. and we had a good time, and I know you were there. And we will be doing more contests down the road here, so if you're interested in doing any contesting at all, come on out to the club site. There's no pressure. It's very easy going, and you can have a lot of fun. All right, let me go through again the announcements for today. I've got the May meeting Monday, May 12th at 7 p.m. with N8WCP Mike talking about the MARC system. We've got Hamvention coming up on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of May down in Xenia, so get ready for that. We've got the POTA SIG on Tuesday the 13th. We've got the FlexNet coming on Wednesday the 14th. Just lots of activities here with the Portage County Amateur Radio Service, so if you want, participate. All right, looking for another check-in. Please call K8BF now.
K8TOA, Greg in Bainbridge.
K8TOA, Greg there in Bainbridge. Go ahead with your comments.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Thanks for running the net tonight. Doing a great job as usual. I will see everybody Monday at our general meeting. And, of course, hopefully we'll see you on there in Dayton on Saturday. So that's the game plan. All right. Yes, we had our lawn mowed today. It hasn't been mowed in 3 weeks, so glad she got to it. So that's taken care of. It looks like a lawn now instead of a hayfield. So that's a good thing. And I just been out there in the yard planting flowers and a couple trees and in and out of the raindrops over the last couple weeks. So that's all done. All done with that. So now I can just sit back and watch it turn green. Of course, it's already green. But anyways, I will look forward to seeing you guys, some of you guys, Monday night for dinner before the club meeting. So that's the game plan at the usual spot. So that's about all I have right now. And happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. Weather looks good this coming weekend. So remember our moms and daughters and all them people that have kids. So with that, Bob, you take care and have a good rest of the week. K8BF, K8TOA, back to net.
All right, Greg, very good. Yeah, we'll be there for dinner on Monday and the meeting. Looking forward to that. Also looking forward to Hamvention, and like I said, be sure to stop by the Tesla Hall QCWA table that's going to be near the ARRL and visit a little bit. All right, looking for more check-ins, please call K8BF now.
KD8WCK, Rick in Shalersville.
KD8WCK there, Rick in Shalersville. Go ahead, Rick. What are your comments?
Good evening, Bob. Nice to hear the net. Thank you for running it for us. And I'm looking forward to being at Monday's meeting for a change. I don't often get have a conflict on Monday, but it's rebated for a couple of months here, so maybe I'll be able to get a couple of regular meetings in. Very sorry I won't be able to get to Hamvention this year, but I second Tom's comment. You really ought to go if you get the chance. It's a lot of fun. I have ridden the club-sponsored buses down several times, and it's always been a fun day and well worth the time and lots of fun. Let me turn it back to Ned. This is KD8WCK. Thanks, Bob.
Rick, thanks for checking in tonight. All right, looking for more check-ins, please call K8BF now.
Dan in Suffield.
All I got was was a fry pan, but I did hear Suffield, so you want to come back again?
Okay, Whiskey Delta 8, Delta Alpha Uniform, Dan in Suffield.
Alright, Dan, WD8DAU, we've got you. Go ahead with your comments.
Okay, well, I cut the grass yesterday, and the tractor's doing pretty good. Hoping to take the drone out this weekend and fly it a little bit. That's about it. WD8DAU.
Thanks, Dan. Looking for more check-ins, please call K8BF now.
K8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
Keith in Uniontown, I didn't get your call sign. Go ahead and give it to me again a little bit slower.
Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo K8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
K8TQR, go ahead, Keith. Give us your comments.
K8BF K8TQR, good evening, Bob. Thanks for taking my check-in, and good evening to everyone else here on the net. Had a really nice day. The sun came out. It wasn't too cold and wasn't too warm. It was a beautiful day as far as I'm concerned. Wife and I did go out for lunch this afternoon, did a little shopping, and I'm back down here in the shack playing radio. I'm in the process of switching my HF radios. I have a Kenwood TS690S, and I'm switching that out, and I'm going to put in the ICOM 7300 that I got from the club here a while back. And I'm getting used to the nuances on that because there's a big difference between them two radios. I've got it tuned in with my tuner, and I did make a contact on the net here a little bit ago with the Wolverine single sideband net and checked in with them. And other than that, I'm going to spend some time working with this radio to get a little bit better understanding of how it does work, because there's no sense having a radio here in the shack that I don't know how to use. So anyway, other than that, hopefully y'all have a great rest of the week and the wonderful weekend coming up. And yeah, I'll be doing my lawn this weekend. Hopefully I'll get the front and the back. The hamvention I will not be going to. One of these days I will get down there. I don't know when, but hopefully the good Lord will give me enough time left to make it at least one time. But anyway, I'll send it back to you, Bob. Thanks for running the net. Everyone have a great evening, great rest of the week, and we'll talk to you all later. This is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
Thanks for checking in, Keith. Looking for more check-ins to the PCARS Thursday Night Net, please call K8BF.
K8TUI.
KB8TUI, Mike, they're in Ravenna. Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, well, good. Must have had it on the wrong channel. I tried twice getting in, couldn't do it. So, found another, had two things for Kent. So anyway, got in it. Well, last weekend I had a good time helping out there with the contest. Learned a little bit there, and it was fun. And going to Dayton, looking forward to that coming up. And I've been mowing. I think I put in 10 or 11 hours of mowing already, and it needs it again. So back to net, KB8TUI.
All right. Seems like mowing is the topic of the night there, Mike. And we've all struggled with it because of the rainy weather we've had of late. All right, looking for more check-ins, K8BF.
KF8ADQ, Joe in Brimfield Township.
KF8ADQ, Joe there in... Go ahead.
This is KF8ADQ, Joe in Brimville Township. Well, if everything goes as planned, I will be erecting a 40-foot mast in the back of my property and raising my half-wave end fed up a lot higher than it is currently. I replaced it after my last one succumbed to the weather, and unfortunately my new one is performing terribly. And after working with the manufacturer and talking to some local hams, it's just performing terribly because it is too close to the ground. So I am making the jump to going high. So hopefully 40 feet is going to be high enough for it, and hopefully everything works out with getting a pole up 40 feet. So we'll see what happens, and if I'm not around after Saturday, that's what happened. So KF8ADQ, I will see you guys on Monday.
All right, Joe. Yeah, 40 feet's pretty good for an end fed. Mine is anywhere from 35 to 40 feet, depending on which tree you look at it, and it does work well. I mean, I can't complain. All right, looking for more check-ins, please call K8BF. All right, I'm going to take another announcement before I ask for last check-in and close the net. But anyhow, May meeting Monday, May 12th at 7 o'clock. And 8WCP is talking about the MARC system. Of course, Hamvention is coming up on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. Get there if you can. FlexNet this Wednesday on the 14th, QST to follow. POTA SIG on Tuesday the 13th, QST to follow. And that is the major announcements for tonight. All right, one last time. Anyone have a recheck, or is there anyone else that would like to check in? Please call K8BF now.
Papa 4, Victor Zulu, Mike from Manway.
Mike, KB4, Victor Zulu. Go ahead, Mike. What do you got for us?
I thought I was not hitting the repeater. Well, like you guys, did a lot of cutting the grass, and now I have my allergies. It always happens when I do a lot of the grass cutting. Having fun. I just ordered a QMX, so now I'll be another member of the club with a QMX, and doing some FT8. That's what I've been doing, Bob. Back to you. This is Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu.
Mike, yeah, that QMX is a nice radio, so you'll enjoy it when you get it. I've seen it so many places now, and everybody seems to really enjoy it, and of course it works well with FT8 and FT4. All right, looking for any more check-ins? K8BF is listening. Hearing no one else, I'm going to close the net. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to check into the net tonight. Your participation is very, very much appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank Ed, K8IV, the repeater owner, for allowing us to use the repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 73 to everyone. Hope to hear you again soon. K8BF is clear, N8QE is clear. Looking forward to seeing people on Monday at the meeting. Everyone have a great evening. 73.